sour jamberry, 100 milligram each.
And what is going on, everybody? Welcome. It's Primetime Hockey here. My name is Mr. Hollywood. It's Wednesday, and it's your weekly recap here of Week 1 in Primetime Hockey. A lot of shit went down this week, if you might say. A lot of stuff happening here. We're going to try to go over, we're going to try to jam this into an hour show here if we could, possibly run through this. But join me, I got two guests on here. First, I got Flaming Dragon, one of the owners here. He's a huge part in the Chell community. Everywhere I go, I always see this guy, man. He's always a big name there on the leaderboards, owning a team here this season. Dragon, how you doing over there, buddy?
Doing good. Had a good first week. Everybody's doing well. Banning people, getting all the toxic people out of here, creating a good community for us.
Absolutely, man. That's what we want. That's what we want to see here. And I think we'll get into that a little bit while. But let me introduce our other guest on here. My man, my co-host, Mr. Marine Mike. Mike, welcome to the program. How was your Wednesday? And how you doing over there, buddy?
You know how it is.
Mike's ready. He's fired up. It's primetime hockey. Dragon's ready here as well. I'm good to go here. So let's get right down to it, man. On here, I'm gonna pull up the standings right off the start. On this, as we could take a look here after week 1. You know, some teams had a bye one of the days, so the games played a little bit different. Some have 4, some have 6 at this point because of the 9 teams we have. But this is how we stand after week 1. Number 1, can't find a hole, led there by Rapier, 5-0-1. Has not lost a game in regulation yet. You could call them maybe the golden elephants of primetime hockey here. 11 points. Doing a great job so far. Right below, Flaming, your team, man. Straight liners here, 4-1-1. You guys lost the first game of the season opener. It happens. But then after that, you guys been rolling here. 3-game winning streak, 9 points. Bar Down Clowns right below you guys. They're undefeated. That's Dax's team, 4-0. 4-game winning streak. Have not lost a game yet, period. And then we got a Man Down, a newly named team, originally owned there by Shrimp, the Northern Shrimps, now known as Man Down, led by Neil here. They're at 500, 3-3, 6 points. Serenity now, led there by Ponchi, right below them. They're tied with Make-A-Wish. That's XXX John, 5 points each. And then we got We Always Lose, and the Comets tied with 4 points. And then, how about this? Last night, Walt Disney Crew led there by Frosty Nightmare with only 3 points. Every team gained points here this week. Every team got a win here this week. You know, so as far as you look at parity on here, it's pretty damn close. You know, you're talking about point here, point there. That will change on these standings so far. I gotta ask you guys, man. I want to, you know what? Let me start with Dwagon first, man. Looking at the standings here after week 1, good or bad, who are you surprised the most? Either are doing really well, you didn't expect them to be up there, or a team that's doing really bad, man. After the draft happened, now we know we played our first couple of games. Who are you surprised where they stand at right now, man?
I mean, just looking at it, I thought Frosty's team was going to be a little better. I know he drafted his boys. He got Hoodler. He got people that he knew. He knew what to do. Played with them for a while, and I don't know if it's just not clicking, I don't know what's going on over there.
I want to talk about that team, man, because I'm with you here. I thought this team's going to be at least decent, man. Not 9th place here. 6 games played. They only got 1 win. 1 win here so far. And look at the goals for, 17 goals for. I thought they're going to, they're going to give up goals here and there. They're going to, what is it? Is Huller not clicking on there? Is he not the pick? Is it You got him and Frosty on there. Is it because they're battling for the puck out there? Is the chem just not working? Does Frosty need to make a move? Do you think he needs to move Hoodler out of there, or give it some more time? I mean, you got him, you got Braun on there, tremendous player. Well, why are they so bad?
I don't know. I've never played with Hoodler, but I know that the two have played together for quite some time. I played with Frosty and NZ the last season there. Me and him were all right together, so I don't know if it's just the rest of them not meshing with Frosty or Frosty's just not doing his thing. I don't know.
Okay, Mikey, you want to chime in on anything? What do you think? Did you expect Frosty Nightmares team to be at the 9th spot right now?
No, I've actually thought, I've been thinking about this for some time. I was with loss after loss, I was like, yo, this is not the team that we all thought was going to be when we first started. We had them ranked at number 2, number 3, or top team, and maybe they need to get good old Captain Cush on their team. I mean, he's still available down in the waivers, so I mean, he's ready. He's ready for the phone call.
You know what I've noticed on this team? I did pull up their the standings on here as far as the roster and the stats here. Dr. G, 46 penalty minutes. I mean,
that's right there is probably what's killing them.
I mean,
46 penalty minutes, and how many games have they played?
6. Well,
6. It's
I don't think I've had that many PIMs in the last 7 seasons in 6 different leagues combined.
Now, I know that's a lot of fights. He most of those penalties are fights. Sometimes he fights twice a night, man. Anytime you see somebody fighting in that Disney crew, it's this man. He roughs it up, man. He gets, he loves to hit. 23 hits here in the season. His takeaways are pretty damn good. But I look at Hoodler, 7 points here, 3 games played. He hasn't played all 6. He played half of them. Frosty Nightmare, 6 points there for him. Braun with 8. And they just got to be better. There's no reason for them to be at the 9th spot here. I agree. Mikey, how about you, man? Besides, let's take Walt Disney off the table there. Anybody here that's doing really good or doing really bad here after week 1?
Canberra as a whole surprised me. I thought they would be midfield right now at this point of the season, but them going undefeated so far in week 1, that kind of surprised me a lot.
Listen, Rapier got his boys. They're doing things over there, man. Look, 27 goals scored by this team. They know how to score. Ploop out there, man. Rapier. And even when he runs the other line there with Chubb, with Oswald, he's got a good combination there, man. The only thing, maybe goaltending, I know, but he picked up Cap here. He's got Burren. They're all mixing in. I mean, he used 3 different goalies here in week 1. A different goalie each night, I think. But, I think defensively, they're pretty strong, pretty tight. And they've been winning the close games. They've been in a lot of overtime games. They find a way to win, and they almost went undefeated. I mean, 5-0-1, a point in every single game they play. I agree. I think they're really good. I didn't expect it to be bad. It's not a big surprise for me. I thought, he drafted well, but at number 1 right now, I didn't think they would be there at that spot.
No, exactly. Or at least undefeated in regulation.
Yes. Okay. I gotta ask you guys. Bar Down Clowns, led there by Dax, undefeated. They only played 4 games. Are they the real deal? Is this the real deal team, or do you want to see more games played with this team? Do you feel if they played 6 games, they would be at number 1 right now? Are they the team to beat or not?
Well, I mean, we did have them at what? 2?
Number 1.
We had them at number 1 in the power rankings. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, looking at their stats, I mean, everyone is it's well balanced between the puck moving between the team. Everyone is getting points.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, if they would have 16, what game were they missing right now?
Well, the thing is, because it's 9 teams, so each night a team doesn't play.
Okay, so
So
they
so
get to
they
have okay.
they happen to have that. That's why you see
Yeah,
some of
I
the
have to
teams have
believe. Yeah,
4.
if they had one more night, I think they would be 6-0.
Okay. Dragon, what do you think? You think Dax's team? There's been a lot of talk about this team on there. Um, are they as good as are they on paper on here? I mean, look at the standings here. Look at this. They only allowed 6 goals in the 4 games they played. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good defense. Dax has been coming out strong for them as far as his stats. But one thing I got to point out, man, the trades, the moves he has made, I think he's made this team even better than we saw in week 1, man, that we're going to see in week 2. What do you think?
Oh yeah, he definitely pulled off the trades he wanted to get and build his team. I mean, he got Disney playing D. Disney's a stud. I don't know which one is playing as a D partner, but I mean, when you've got Disney back there, you don't need much help. He went out and got Welch. Welch is a good, just all around good player.
That was a steal, man. That was a goddamn steal. I'm going to get to those trades. I'm going to bring up those transactions and stuff on here. Shout out to Rapier in the chat there. He agrees as well. Dak's team is the team to beat. I don't know if he's being a suck up on there or if he's telling the truth. But yes. We'll get to the power rankings too. If you guys did not see, Rapier has posted power rankings. They're up on the site, and he does have the Clowns at number 1. I do have those here on the show. We're gonna discuss those, how we feel about the rankings. All right, so there's the standings here. A couple of teams I still want to. We'll discuss them in the program here. I want to bring up those trades, those transactions, how it went down here this week so far. So the first trade. And this was terrible here, and a lot of guys I think felt the same way that I did. And now that we look at it now, you cannot disagree with that, man. We always lose. First ended up getting Sogard and Vanisk for Puck SB and McDollar Menu, who went over the comments. I thought this was a terrible trade, and it ended up being a terrible trade because we'll see later on here. He ends up dropping Dollar Menu, and then I think he ends up getting Vanisk back on his roster. Like, what was the point on here? Right away, first trade of the season before the games even started. I thought Luz came out with a big trade here. Comets then ended up getting BC Randall off the transaction, and that was because of the dropout there, but their first overall pick being gone. Can't find a hole, ended up getting Sagemaster. I think they also had similar situation after the draft. It happens, guys drop or no longer there. Comets then, this was big. Comets picking up Rack. Remember, this guy came off the waivers. We're going to see his stats here momentarily. That was huge. He's a big part. He is the team right now in the Comets if you look at the standings. Remember, he got him off waivers. Nobody drafted this guy here. Then lose taking Detmol on here, but then we're going to see later on they drop him because of the roster limit. Hall gets cap here. They need a goaltender. They picked up great goaltender here off the waivers. And then here, Johnny, Make-A-Wish getting Korea off the waivers as well. He needed a goaltender. That was because of the unfortunate what happened with Trip Aces. Personal issues there. And then we look at this trade here. I mean, Comets dropping McDowell Menu, which he got in that trade, so waste of a trade. Gets Spudweiser. I like Spudweiser. I think the move was good here. But once again, it was unnecessary on that trade. Then here, Comets get Vanis back on here, and they lose Welch. Again, I think horrible trade here by the Comets. Maybe just too trigger happy or a new owner. Which unfortunately is no longer in the league on here. I thought Luz came out with a big move here, getting Welch. Then you got Deathball being dropped. That's because of the Welch, the roster cap. And then we scroll down here. Make-A-Wish drop Ghost to the waivers. They pick up Panarin. Panarin's all right, man. I've seen him before. And then here, the last trade... which, again, I thought Dax pulled off a huge trade here, getting Welch, Sogard. This was pretty even, though. I mean, look at the goaltending. Both goaltenders, pretty even. Teal and Welch, also tremendous forwards there. Mikey or Dwagon, do you think either team won this trade here with Welch and Sogard going over to Dax, and then Teal and Mark Strom, a.k.a. Parrots, going to lose, or was it fair?
Yeah, it was actually a pretty fair trade, in my opinion.
Okay, that's what I thought. Then Comets pick up Ghost of the waivers. That was a good pickup there for them. And then lastly, Man Down, because they lost their owner on there. They had to pick up a guys. They got Cruel Bloom. That's you know who that is, Mikey?
No.
EWTU Eric. The name change, man.
Oh, no shit.
He got him and Stoey Jopa, man. The two old veterans on there. Not bad. Off the waivers, free.
Eric and Joey Stopa. That's gonna be a very interesting party when you go to play.
Well, I'll tell you this: they're gonna be there, man. They're gonna, they're gonna show up. They're gonna play their games. So, as far as if you're looking for availability, and sometimes that's what you need, man. Because some of these teams looking, where they're struggling, they're looking for waivers each night on there. We got guys like Eric and Stoey Jopa. Half your team is right there, man. So, I thought that was a good pickup. Even though Stoey is part time. So that does the trades, I want to pull up those power rankings now, man. Unless you guys got anything else to add to the trades.
Nah, I got nothing.
Nope.
Good, right? Oh, good. Dragon, you thought that? Did you think anything about that Teal, Mark Strong for Welch and Sogard, or you think that was even?
I think those are pretty even trade.
Yeah.
Paris they're both just an even swap for me.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen both goaltenders. Week 1, tremendous here. And I know what Teal could bring. The only thing, I don't know Teal's availability. If he is available, that's a very solid forward there. And Welch, well known in the community as well. So I'm going to pull up the power rankings now. And this is also posted on the website. On the website, Rapier gives a whole breakdown on it as well. Here I just have it ranked from 1 to 9. So he's got the Clowns at the number 1 spot. We ranked them. The next column I have what we ranked in the preseason. So they were ranked 1, so no difference there. Can't find a whole big difference here. We had them at the 8th spot. I didn't agree with that initial rankings, but they move up 6 to number 2. Straight Liners at 3. Initially were ranked in the middle there at 6. Moved up 4. Man Down just slid down a bit, 1 to number 4. Serenity as well. Make a Wish. We had them really ranked up there high, and I'm going to get to this team. They went down 4 to number 6. That's John's squad. Lose, pretty much there, down 2 to number 7. And then Comets and Disney all the way on the bottom there. No surprise there with the Comets. We had them at number 9. They're there at 8 just because how Disney played horribly. But that's the power rankings. Do you guys agree with these, or any on here that you guys would maybe move up or down based on these analysis by Rapier? Or you think he's,
I think he's doing a good job.
On?
Yeah, that looks pretty accurate to me.
Okay. That guy in the chat said Mike seems excited about the man down pickups. I don't know what that means, but no. I mean, I'm looking at these rankings. I agree with mostly. John's squad over there at number 6. I didn't see them being in the middle there, man. They're dropping. They went down 4. They're gonna drop more. We'll see what happens here. Week 2 starts tomorrow night. So there's the rankings after week 1, and we're hoping to get these each week to you guys. Giving you guys the breakdown of each teams, how they stand, how they go. Right now, I'm going to go quickly over the leaderboards. Let's see where everybody, who led the goals, points, and all that fun stuff after week 1. Most goals, Ledvinka there for man down, 8 goals. He's tied with Ploop with 8 as well. Then we got a whole bunch of guys tied with 7. Dax, Chubb, Rapier. I think there was also one other person. I just couldn't get him on here. I just did top 5. Most points, Latvinka as well. He leads the most goals and the most points, 21 points. Rapier with 19, Ploop with 17, Mashapa with 14, and Dax with 13. There's your top 5 points. Here's an interesting category. Most points per game. How about this one? Tesk for Serenity now. He only played in 2 games. The first series, averaging 5 points. He had 10 points in that game. 5 points. That's a lot, man, per game. Blue Line King, a waiver filling on here, 4.5. He had a tremendous night, I believe, Saturday night. McDollar Menu with 4 points. Got dropped to the waivers. Ledvinka, 3.5 as well. And Neil with 3.5 for your points per game, top 5. Then most points as a defenseman. I wanted to give some love to the defenseman, man. They don't make the always the top 5 just because of the those explosive forwards. Odd guy here, 10 points, man, after week 1 as a defenseman. Oswald with 6. Dr. G with 5. Not only making the penalty category, but also the points here. Furry Pujols, 5 points in only 2 games played as a defenseman. Remember that, though. Ghost with 4. And then best save percentage here, Mark Strom with 94. Now, he only played 2 games. I want to see what he does it more on here. Sogard, 85%, right below him. And, we mentioned about the trade. This guy has been tremendous, man. Surprised a lot of guys. Stupid Bastard, 84% here, right at the number 3 spot. Korea being picked up off the waivers, 81%. And Bishop, who's currently in the waivers, 81% save percentage. Teams that are looking for a goalie, he's out there. Least goals against average, Markstrom only 1. Sogard 2.50. Korea below him with 2.75. Bishop with 3, tied with Tank with 3. And then last 2 categories here, the big hitters. How about this? Sprangy with 60 hits in week 1. Man, how do you get that much hits? I mean, look at the guy below him was 35, not even close. That's Welch.
Chasing him.
Dude. Kilo Beats, 32. Then Salty Poppy, 31. And Hoots with 30. And then the last one, the biggest goons. Dr. G, man. A stat you don't want to make, though, man. 46 Pelly minutes. I don't know how that is even possible, but it is. Below him, Caberlet. How's Caberlet making the list here, man? What's going on? 19. Well, I guess he makes one of the leaderboards. Ninja with 14 Pelly minutes, and he only played in 1 game.
And then he quit.
He had... why would you stay around after that, man? 14 penalty minutes in 1 game.
He embarrassed himself opening night.
Yeah, I think leaving was the way to go there. And then tied with 13, Brown and Gums with 13. So that's your leaderboards on there. I'll have these updated each week as well. Get yourself out there performance-wise. Remember, you'll make one of these categories here. I was gonna add waivers as well. Most waivers points. I'll do that next week. Here's my favorite on here. I'm gonna go. We do 3 stars of each night, and the way I do this, I pick the best forward, defenseman, and goalie each night. So this way, defensemen and goalies get on there as well. So we get 1 in each for the 3 nights. So starting from opening night, Tesk, Serenity now, top forward there for the night. 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points, 24 hits, a +6. His teammate, Salty Kitten, defenseman, star of the night, 2 points, 8 hits, 9 takeaways, a +6. And then in net, Mark Strom, I talked about the performance there, 2 wins, 29 saves, 94%, 1 goal against average. Pretty much perfect. Then on January 28th, 3 stars. You got Dax, the captain, the owner, the man who carries, bar down clouds. 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points, +8. On defense, Oswald from Can't Find the Hole with 4 points. No Pelly minutes. 5 takeaways, a +1. And in net, Stupid Bastard for the Straight Liners. 1 win, 49 saves, 94%, 1.5 goals against average. And then the final night, Saturday, a waiver. Yes, if you're a waiver, you could make this list here. Star of the night, anybody who plays that night. Blue Line King, top forward, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points, 14 hits, a +3. And Furry Pujols on here, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points, 5 takeaways. And then in that, Sogard, 1 win, 33 saves, 85% with 3 goals against average. I want to talk about Furry Pujols on here. Here's why. Because we look at the standings. Make-A-Wish, right, is the team. 2-3-1, okay? Why did this team suck, man? People are talking about, John needs a goalie. His goalie left. Now he got Korea, and then he got 2 wins on Saturday. That wasn't the reason why they got 2 wins, on Saturday night. They put Furry Pujols in the first 4 games at center, okay? You know how much wins they got here, Mikey? 0. None. They went 0-3-1. Then they're like, okay, let's put Furry Pujols back there on defense. And what happens? They win both of their games. The man gets star of the night on here. Puts up points there. Maybe he's not a good center. Why force the guy? I blame John on that, man. Unless Furry Pujols told him he wanted to play center. I don't know what the situation is there, but the man's got to play defense if they want to win. And I think that's where the problem lies, man. Because this team they need hoots, man. Whenever they got to make sure they get hoots every night. And if you can't get hoots, I'd rather put Rocky to play up forward instead of putting leave Furry back there on D, man. Let him do his thing, and I think this team could be a lot better than they are. Hopefully they do that because, look, 29 goals against on here. I mean, they're pretty much the worst goals against average. Is that a goalie problem there? I don't think so. They had trip aces, and they got Korea, man. So you can't say, you can't blame the goaltender on there. I think maybe the center wasn't back-checking the way you're supposed to be on there. They got a solid defense there, Pull that team up, man. I mean, you got a great defense on there. I don't think it's defense. I don't think it's goaltending. I think it was the decision-making of John doing that. And then he goes on the Discord, gets himself into all these issues, man. Good he's back there. Hopefully he's ready Thursday night for his lineup, man. Mikey, what do you think of this Make-A-Wish with John, man? You think they're going to turn things around?
What's going on there? All I know is I enjoy waking up to the Discord going off with a banter between John and Furry. It's a great adds to a great day. So, but no, I don't know what's going on there. John needs to figure something out. Yeah, I guess I see him if he doesn't. Yeah, I see him sinking down to the bottom very soon.
Okay,
he may have to maybe trade Furry.
Rack in the chat saying he didn't make star of the night. Big sad. Well, listen, it was tough, man. I mean, there was a lot of guys I was looking on there. I wanted to put on there, but you only could pick one, and I thought we took the best ones. But we also have one final category here, the Players of the Week. And the way this works on here, pretty much Team of the Week. Okay, 3 forwards, 2 defensemen, and goalie. Best for the week. Let me bring those up on here. So, your players of the week for week number 1. At forward, no question, no doubt on here. That's Ledvinka for man down. 21 points here. I mean, he leads the stat category everywhere. The other forwards from Can't Find a Hole. Rapier, 19 points. Ploop with 17, and they're both on the same team. And then there's a good reason why they rank number 1 in the standings. There you go, man. There's top forwards of the week. On defense, Odd Guy, 10 points here, 13 takeaways in 5 games played. Listen, the night that Odd Guy's there, that team's not losing, man. He wasn't there in the opener game, but after that, when he shows up on their whole different team. Oswald gets the other defenseman here. 6 points, 13 takeaways. Solid night there, 4. Can't find a hole. We talked about their offense. They also have a solid defense. And then in net here, I went with Stupid Bastard. Now, there was 3 guys here I could have took. Sogard. I could have took Markstrom. Markstrom had the best save percentage, least goals against. But I wanted to see more, man. He only played in the 2 games here, where Stupid has been consistent. 6 games played. Nobody even close to 102 saves. Man, they're making this guy work out there. I don't know what Dragon's doing, man. They're making this guy working out there, man. He's getting it done, though, man. 84.3.
That's why odd guys got 10 points.
Save percentage. There you go. So you guys running the 4-man forward line or what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You know what?
Nobody knew who Stupid was, and he's a stud. Damn good goalie. Got him real late.
Absolutely. You know what? I want to discuss your team real quick here. Straight liners. Right now, you guys are number 2, just 2 points behind Rapier's squad. You guys did play them too. But one thing I want to mention about your squad, not only about the odd guy, not only about the goaltending, when Mr. Anderson is in the lineup for the straight liners, watch out, man. You know, good luck. Good luck out there, man.
We got Mash running the center. Just telling me and Ando where to go, and
I'm not saying everybody sucks on that team. I'm saying this is a really damn good team. But when you have Mr. Anderson on there, it's going to be tough to take that team down. You see him out there for your squad. He's got tremendous numbers. 3 games played only, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Had some game winners out there. And you guys have a solid squad. I mean, not more than to say, you know. And then when we found out you guys have a solid goaltender, it's almost putting all the pieces there together. We'll see how week 2 transpires here, man. Week 1 has been crazy. I'm glad we got rid of all the drama, all the stuff that, was going on here to move on, move forward, go on to week 2. It's a short season here,
Oh, yeah.
And anything else you guys want to discuss, or anybody in the chat there maybe that I didn't go over, discuss here about anything, the league, the teams, maybe upcoming
Don't be a
week?
douchebag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just as an admin of the league, like, we told everybody this is our first season. We're just trying to get together who we want to play here, who we feel won't be toxic, stuff like that. I know it looks bad. We got people in and out of here all day, every day, quitting, getting banned, whatever. We're just getting started. We're building ourselves a community that we feel will be good for all of you guys to play in. Mm-hmm. Just hang with us, hang tight, let the bad people beat themselves out, and just stick it out with us.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. It's a new league. Us coming in here, we thought, we're going to put 4 teams, maybe 6 teams. We ended up having 9 teams on there. We could have easily have 10, but we didn't have enough owners. But that's the thing, man. So you go for a season with 9 teams. That's a lot, man. That's a lot for the admins, the staff, as well as owners that, we were like, we had no other option. We had to roll with
it.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a couple people ask us why we did the format the way we did it, and we're like questioning why we had, 30 freaking waivers. And we were like, I mean, if we didn't have all these waivers, the league would have already been almost shut down because we wouldn't have people to play.
Yeah. Well, we knew on here we need, waivers is a big support for this team. It's a big reason why we could run the small rosters. Because without that, it'll be tough, man. Waivers are a huge part of this league to make it go. And luckily, like you said, yeah, we have the waivers. But here's the thing, man. The guys that got banned, that got removed on there, there's a good reason why. We don't just go ahead, we hate somebody, we're going to ban, man. If you got banned, you did some shit, man, that, that crossed the line, man. And it's just, and the thing is, even though, a lot of us, might be familiar with the guy or known the guy for years on there, but we look out for the community, for the league to move on. And unfortunately, sometimes we got to let those people go, man. I hate to see it. I don't wish anybody ever get banned. I always like to see the league grow. The more guys we could get here, the better. But, you can't keep toxicity in the league Because then now you're making yourself look bad. Now you're hurting the league itself, and decisions have to be made. Just because you're an owner of a team does not mean you're invincible. That you're invincible on here. That you could do what you want. Same rules apply. And I want to thank all
Yeah,
the.
we banned 3 or 4 people that we know and play with all the time in other leagues
Mhm.
for just having beef with other guys and just over petty stuff.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's just you can't be that way in leagues. We're all grown ass adults.
And listen, there's gonna be chirping. People are gonna. That's what it. I mean, there's a Discord, and people are gonna do that, man. You get beat, you get ready. If you're talking a lot of crap on there, you're coming out here, saying a lot of stuff. People are gonna react to it, man. But you gotta know where that line is, man. You don't, and we've explained it, man. Personal attacks is a no go, man. You can't. You can't wish anything on that, man. Whether you're serious or not, you just don't go. What I mean? You don't do it, man. You don't. And I'm just happy that we have guys that are stepping up, man, to be able to get this thing going here, week 2, and we're moving on, man. So it's great to have. It's gonna be a short season still. We've got a couple weeks here left, and good luck to everybody here for week 2. We're gonna be back tomorrow night with the multi-stream again, every game, as long as the streams are provided. There was a thing in the chat, people message about the highlights. Yes, I put highlights together on there. I'm thinking about next week, maybe I'll add in commentary to it. We'll see if we do that. But I may do a top goals of each night as well. Like we have the top stars. I might do top goals or something. We'll see what happens. Time available on there and see what I could do. I'm always looking to improve things. Your input is, taking effect here as well. I look over any inputs. If you guys message me or anything, I definitely look at that. But other than that, I don't have anything else.
Why don't we go over on next week's, this week's schedule and do predictions?
Well, for next week,
Yeah, for week 2.
we could bring that up. I don't have it here pulled up in front of me. Okay.
Here you go. Fun fact: I'm playing Dax and Rapier and Bar Down team right now in the club game.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm trying to see.
Third for a challenge. I got D Mart and them over here with me.
Oh.
Hall of Fame, D Mart.
And you know what's great,
Gallo.
man? With this league too, we've got a mix of people like everywhere, man, and so that's tremendous. That's great. I'm looking at the upcoming games. So tomorrow, which is February 3rd, unless it's Groundhog's Day again. So we got Ponchi over there, Serenity now going up against the number 1. Can't find a hole. That could be an interesting game, man. That could be an interesting series. Is Tess going to be in the lineup there for Serenity? If he is, I think could be an interesting series there. Can they give Hole their first regulation loss? I think Ponchi, has a squad that could do that. Super Mario out there. Kitten's playing real good. So I'm looking forward to that. That could be a interesting game of the night there. Then we got the Straight Liners taking on the Clowns. Another good matchup, man. That's too big to start the week off.
You
got 2 and 3 right there in the standings, man.
I'm about to go with Clowns on that one.
Wow, you got undefeated squad against the Straight Liners. Ooh, that's another. I don't know which one's better. They're both good series. And then you got the Man Down going against We Always Lose. Again, 2 teams, they made some moves, some trades, especially on that Man Down squad. Looking forward to that one. And then the Comets against Make-A-Wish. Rack-A-Rack, taking over there of the Comets. He's going up against Johnny, Furry Pools. A lot of familiar names on both teams. It's going to be interesting, man. There's a lot of bad blood going on over there, man. That should be a good, interesting. That's good 4 games. I hope we get all 4 on the stream. It's going to be a good one to start week number 2. That's for sure. So we'll see if Rack could keep things going there for the Comets. Get him out of that basement dweller up the ranks. Or Johnny, man. Make-A-Wish had a tremendous Saturday night. Can they keep the momentum going? 2-game winning streak right now. New revamped Make-A-Wish. New revamped Comets. Who got the better revamp, man? We'll see.
Well, don't Comets still need a goalie?
I think so. I think it's one of the teams does, because they lost Puck, I think, right? Yeah, you might be right.
I think so. I believe Rack took over on the Comets. And I think right now he's looking for a goalie.
Yeah. Unless he's throwing Gomez back there, Gomez. Because other than that, I don't see anybody else on that squad.
I mean, who do we have left on the waiver that can play goalie?
Right now, I'm looking at the waivers. The only guys I see Bishop, who played in week 1. I know he filled in for somebody, and I see a Marine Mike out here, man. Marine Mike's got a goalie laying out there. Mike, you still got the pads laying around there, or what, man?
I mean, I have to blow off the cobwebs. I mean, I think I played maybe 3 games on this game. I think.
Maybe you gotta watch. Maybe you gotta watch some Mr. Hollywood highlights, man. Get you back in, man.
I'm like the retiring Modi Brodeur. Like I'm just barely hanging in there with the age. I just don't have it anymore.
Hey, you ain't got nothing to lose there, man. Listen, comments only.
Man, I've been doing this since 09, planning with you guys.
Comments can only move up at this point, man. So nothing to lose there. We'll see what happens. And like I said, on the Discord, they always post if anything does happen, transpire, it'll be on there. Good luck to all the teams, man. Tomorrow night, I'll see you guys here. I'll be here 11 p.m. Eastern time for the multi-stream. And I'll also select the series of the night. We'll get a highlight reel on that. Possibly other things. We're just getting started here. I'm tossing new ideas. We'll add more stuff to the show here as well, to this broadcast. And we want to hear your input too, man. If you guys like something, don't like something, would want to see something here on the show, let me know. Let us know. Let Mikey know, myself here. Dwagon, thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it, brother. It's been great. You're welcome here each week. We're going to do this every Wednesday. The reason why I like Wednesdays, it gives us time to get the stats and all that for the show. And then next week starts the following day. So I think it's perfect night. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday for another weekly recap. Mikey, any final words before I close out, man?
Nah, I'm good.
He's good. He's got the Marine Mike shirt, man.
And you like the shirt? You like the shirt?
I love it, man. And
this is actually for Mission 22, the charity I'm running.
Okay.
For every shirt I sell this, I donate all the profits to Mission 22. So this is for a limited time only.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Remember, Marine Mike always streaming out there. You guys see his notifications in the Twitch. Marine Mike. What's the Twitch handle there again, Mike? Twitch.tv.
Marine Mike K.
Marine Mike K.
Marine Mike K. Pretty much is everything's Marine Mike K.
There you go. So Marine Mike K on the Twitch. Make sure you guys hit him a follow, man. He's always streaming out there for you guys. And he's got his phone ready there, man. He's waiting for the call, man. It may happen tonight, tomorrow night, man. He's ready. He's ready to go. He told me he's ready. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, Thursday night. Hopefully you guys are ready. Have a good night, everybody.